you guys need to do the spit, swallow, whatever it is.
Who are we putting on a spit?
Are you doing your new rating system today?
Yeah, we are.
Nice.
Rolling it out.
Yeah, that's not a great system. Spit, swallow.
Copy, cameras are on. Got that too, I love it. Look at us, being bright.
Right, well.
Can you give me a second?
What are you drinking?
Nothing.
Problem is, my knees gave out on the way up. I'm like, I'm getting old. What's up, guys? Jess here from Whiskefy, and welcome to another episode of WhiskefyTV, your favourite weekly wiki TV show that I make references to jokes you do not know about. First one, Jacob being a mad lad. It's great. Do you want to know about Jacob being a mad lad? He thinks it's okay to rob grannies in the street while wearing a bum bag
Where is this
and an Adidas tracksuit.
It's shame, bro.
It's a bruh, it's fucking sick. Yeah, he got really drunk and Simone had to carry him to bed. But we won't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Now, you guys are probably wondering where the guests are. Well, they're about to come on. So, I want to bring on the fucking Uggo. Jakob, please. JC got to run the last few times and step there. Look at you go. Bushy gal.
Boosh.
Welcome. Thank you. That was beautiful inception.
Nice, yeah,
Good to have you back.
Inception.
Shrink?
I took my shoes off.
Oh. Oh, hello.
Did I shrink? No, fuck you. Says the short.
You're not
answer.
wearing the fake Taiwanese Aaron Williams. Roy McDonald.
Next we have the other cunt.
Lost the line here, people. Bring on beautiful JC. JC, thank you, sir.
Mate.
Good to have you. What was that you?
Oh.
Just respect. Friendship. You wouldn't know anything about it.
Subserviency.
You wouldn't know anything about that. This is like the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and Jacob reached out to us going,
It's like I want a friend for a Friday night. Will you
I
guys be
actually
it?
forgot the music was on, to be completely fair, so thank you. Good save, Halsey. Now, we're not doing episodes anymore because who cares, but for reference, this is the 156th time we have filmed. You, in case you were wondering. Well, yeah, I have. Not we. It'd be nice if it was we.
No.
But
Yeah.
JC decided late, so. But we have a bottle of some cash too. Westward. I'm waiting to break this. I've got a spare board, so we're good. We have
There's one bottle I
Westward.
was worried about.
No, once again, what I don't know with. Whoa, slow down.
Chunky.
We're gonna start again. I don't know what it is. Did they stiff me on the film?
I thought you'd opened it.
No,
No, well, obviously it's not filled to the top.
you should fill to the tip. She got a girthy base. She a thick boy.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Pause.
I kind of want to pop it because it looks like it's gonna have an impressive pop.
Yeah, come on.
Do it.
Okay.
No, you're the pop.
Oh.
All that gin and... Oh, that was a wet one.
Oh, and everywhere. There you
Feel
go.
like Jared.
Skirty boy.
Scary boy. Oh, get a little close up of the... How do you say the wine cask?
Queckwood. Oh, sorry.
The wine cask? What wine cask is it?
The
You should know this.
the Tempranillo.
Tempranillo.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing. Caramello.
Is that somewhere?
It's there somewhere. Wait, it's made for the Whisky Club, so surely it's the Caramello. Like the koala.
Anyway,
Duh.
give us the notes.
Whoa, easy, Tiger. So this is the Westward Cascadia Series, which is a Caramello cask for the Whisky Club. Yeah, she like thick.
They do good cocks.
It's plastic, but it's a heavy plastic.
I know, and episodes. Just a joint. We are 2 episodes since last spill there too. just in case anyone was wondering. So yeah, Westward Tempranillo Cask for the Whisky Club is 125 proof or 62.5% ABV. Now, age is not as stated, but it has an additional year for finishing in that Caramello cask. Now, price is 195 Aussie, but not available in the US because this is an exclusive for the Whisky Club. It is obviously American oak and then moved to this Dominio IV Tempranillo Cask, which is French oak, 100% malted barley, which they use 2-row barley for the job. Covered it?
Covered it.
Perfect. Now, the Whisky Club has splashed out some cash for a few single barrels from my favourite American single malt distillery, Westward. Head distiller Miles Munroe had sourced the barrels from Dominio IV Wines in the Willamette Valley in Oregon. The next notable point is these fancy ass gift boxes. It is on the floor. I would get it. Thank you, good sir. Fancy gift box.
It does look good.
It looks like my 4-year-old cousin has drawn it. But these...
I was expecting it to be like
What do you
more weighty.
Do you know
when
what
he said
You're gonna go on for it.
utilising the shape tasting method, using paints to translate the flavour experiences from the palate to paper is what that is. So I took JC to the media event when Miles was in town. I might insert his shoey video here.
Oh, he's got the boot and everything.
so good.
Yeah. Australia. Cheers, legend. Get it up. Definitely.
Amazing.
It's in there. Now, I'll remember that in like whenever I edit it. Yeah, so they basically took us through shape tasting and was like, okay, cool, we're going to give you crayons because they were like, this kid's 10. He can only have crayons, he doesn't have his pen license.
The winemaker.
Brett Favre.
Brilliant.
It actually has his name on here. Patrick Rutter. Because it sounds like Rutter. He's probably a good Rutter, who knows?
Audible sign. Is it?
That's it. We're there.
That's it?
I'm just filling empty space.
Okay.
But yeah, like the Whisky Club has done numerous releases with Westward, and I guess so has a few other brands in Australia. So actually having a good showing of Westward in Australia doesn't hurt me diving into
Well, they're second biggest
single
market,
malts.
aren't
Yeah, well, I assume so.
I
like-
think that's what we're doing. After the US, it's us. Not even Canada. On the nose, if we just go with Australia.
Yeah, no, please. Don't,
I get like
don't-
a warm sourdough, which is kind of typical from them. You get that buttery note too as well.
Because they use an American ale. Sorry, just to cut you off.
Go for it.
Just remembering from our little press up when Miles Munroe was here, he was running us through like how they make it and everything else. They use an American ale style yeast.
Yeah.
So they're essentially making beer and then they turn it into whiskey like you normally would wiki, but yeah, just American ale.
And then you get like lots of red berries, but more like the
100%.
confectionery red berry type note.
Yeah, I get
Like
get cherry on it.
yeah, I get cherry as well.
Cherry.
Oh yeah.
Bit more like those like the Starburst squirts and what we used to have the Starburst
We don't actually,
squirts.
we don't get Starburst squirts
Not
anymore.
Or the
We just get
natural
OnlyFans
confectionery,
squirts.
or the natural confectionery rip-off version of those with the berries.
Yeah.
It's got that.
That was great gear. I'm disappointed. You held that together so well.
It's got the liquid inside those.
Yeah.
No, the red berry note. Yeah.
Oh, the Starburst squirts, got you.
Yeah.
Like a blackberry jam as well. Like
Yeah. A jammy note to it as well. I love that we're just disregarding Jamie today.
You know that only makes me want to try
I know,
harder.
I know it
thank
does.
you. But yeah, it's like the classic Westward nose, right? Like there is that breadiness to it.
Yeasty,
That you would
if you will.
expect. Yeah.
Yeah, it does have
Wouldn't
a
disagree
yeast
with
though.
that.
Yeah.
But the fruitiness from the wine just comes through.
It is very fruity. Very like, it's not like a dark, deep fruity. It's more like a brighter fruitiness to it. It's still rich, but
I do think there was like I don't know if earthy is the right word. On the
No,
nose.
no, earthy's right. Like
they say earthy on there, but I'm
well, even for the wine, like the wine is earthy.
yeah, I get a mustiness to
Musty,
it. Yeah,
musty maybe.
Like, because they gave us the Dominio IV Tempranillo wine.
Actual wine.
Yeah, the actual wine that he brought over in a case, and it wasn't. What did he say? Lose the case. Was that the
case
conversation?
got lost by customs, and then he
Oh,
picked
that's
a
right.
Tempranillo from the place we
The
were at.
paired. Ah, that's right. Paired perfectly. Yeah.
Because that's what he was going to do.
Yeah, that's. Alright. Well, then that makes my story shit. Alright.
Well, because I think he must have found it because Whisky Club are now doing, if you buy the bottle, you go into a giveaway where you can win a bottle that,
Of the
Yeah,
of
okay.
the Tempranillo.
Looking at the tasting notes you got here, you got dates and caramel. I definitely get that on the palate. Like Medjool dates, that sort of dark
What?
caramel note. That type of date.
Do you know what?
You what? You fucking what, mate? I'll bash your fucking head in and swear at me mum.
Earthy spice, I
Wow.
definitely get the spice.
On the palate, the earthiness
Yeah,
comes through
definitely
a lot.
earthy. Like I ate a big mouthful of dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Are you not getting that?
Well, like the earthiness comes through, but it's because like Tempranillo to me is quite a earthy dark red, whereas
Yeah.
like because they've done a Pinot version of it as well, and that was much lighter.
Yeah, of
Whereas this carries some of that.
Oh, the Pinot
earthy-
you tried on that same night?
Yeah.
The Pinot was much more wine forward and less earthy, whereas to me the earthiness on this is quite.
Were they both cask strength? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you still get the same fruit, so cherry I still get like a
Yeah.
candied cherry, and I still get like a stewed fruit like a blackberry.
Yeah. On the palate.
On the palate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that like cherry ripe without the coconut note. Like you
Yeah.
get that dark chocolate and that steeped dark cherry.
Yeah. It reminds me of there's a bakery near me that does a really good cherry pie because you get obviously the bready kind of baked pastry now,
Yeah.
and then you get that like overly sweet kind of nice cherry stewed vibe, and that's what that reminds me.
No, spot on.
I'm actually surprised.
This was because we tried this in the Pinot, and this was the pick for me. This one was the pick of the night, but this was the pick of the two as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Because it's not super wine forward.
No,
like, it's
I
not, you
was
don't get that
expecting
like
some more.
tannic dryness that you get with most red wine finishes. All that.
You
Red
still
wine.
get a bit of tannic dry on or tannic and astringency rather on the back of the palate.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a dry whiskey in that like it still has a bit of sweetness to it, even on the finish. But like it is astringent in that it sort of again probably because of the ABV pulls out some of that.
Yeah. The proof point's great as well. Like 62.5 is our ABV. Is just carries it really well, but it's never overpowering. And I would say it's quite balanced.
I was going to say that about Westward is like all the Westwards I've tried at cask strength have never been a disappointment. Like it's able to let the whiskey, not only the distillate shine through, but then also the cask as well. What was it? The Belgian Ardents, like cherry, what was that? Cherry strudel or something. The bottle I haven't popped yet. And like amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I definitely think it sings better at the car hold 62.5. More so than their 45 and 48 or what are they?
Yeah.
Because that's my problem with their like lower ABV stuff is that for me,
The wine, the finish comes through way more than the
Yeah.
actual spirit.
but also that I don't know why like the bready that sourdough note comes through
Yeah.
way more in the
I was
lower
gonna say
ABV stuff.
It's like
Whereas-
a beer essentially.
Yeah,
in a
whereas
glass.
this is more
Out of a
just
keg.
what you'd want shoot like. Yeah.
But that cherry is massively on the palate. Like a black cherry or like a dark stewed cherry.
Because like initially on the palate, it's just so sweet. Like it's surprisingly sweet for what
You
it
get
is.
that dates and caramel.
Yeah.
And then it's just a few waves of
Like the finish isn't super long, but just kind of like it's there. It's not. I'd say it's not super dry,
bite the pillow, bitch.
which is nice.
No, yeah, I
It's
wouldn't
not
call it dry.
overly yeasty, which is good.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as bready on the palate as you get on the nose. Not that it's super bready on the nose either, but it does carry through that normal Westward note. Or really like a lot of American single malt notes where you get that heavy sourdough note.
Yeah, it's like, you're right, like cherry, we got like a cherry reduction, right, on like sourdough bread. There's like, straight up like a jam sandwich.
Yeah.
Like legit, no other way to explain it. Like obviously it's got that
Blackberry
earthiness there.
jam, I think.
Yeah.
But just like I said, it goes like the palate, the nose is more reminds me of classic Westward, where I go, oh, it's bready, it's yeasty, and it's what I would expect. Whereas the palate takes me more towards more of that, but more of a pastry, like a less bready.
It definitely has that pastry, which
I
keep
would
thinking of
expect.
as well. It's got that very
But I think it goes really well with the fruitiness of it. Because I think, like I say, I immediately go, like a fruity strudel pie.
Did you want to compare it to two earlier Westwards?
100%. I'm all for it. My problem is with this. Oh yes, I will compare it though. That's what was happening in the background. I just can't get past that dirty note to it, where it's just like
Dirty note.
Yeah, that soil note that you're getting from obviously the cask influence.
It's just like for me, it just reminds me of, because Tempranillo is probably my second favourite red wine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're used to it?
But I like it because of that, because it's less sweet, and to me it's got some of those earthier, drier notes that are it's big, bold, punchy, but not overly sweet, like a Pinot can be sometimes for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's for me what comes through. Like it just comes through as a bit more complex, I think.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah, okay. I get that.
I'm actually pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, this was my pick of the night. And like I said, for me, it came above even, like I said, the Pinot.
Yeah.
And I've no doubt will be a very, because what was there? I think Whisky Club's most popular release was the rum cask, right? That was the
Rum Cask 1, Rum Cask 2, and I think they did 3 in total, or they did 2.
I think they have another. I don't know.
Yeah, no, because we did bail up the Agent 99 PR team and ask them, but I think they were, because we were asking about another rum cask. And then they were like, oh, we can't say, but I think that was the Tempranillo that they were getting.
Instead.
I guess.
They'll get another eventually, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
100%. Like, there's a reason why it's sold out.
He always sells that. But yeah, I'm surprised at that. Yeah, very surprised.
Yeah, I would agree.
Did you want to compare, or do you just want to leave as is?
No, do you know what? I might, because the only thing that would really change is the distiller. If that makes sense. Because have they done another similar red wine cask that have?
You've got the Pinot, right?
I've got their first Pinot. Which
Maybe
comes in
against, is that the 45?
Yeah, this is at 45.
So, interesting. Oh,
So-
okay.
I reckon let's do it quickly, because that for me, when I said earlier about the lower ABV, there's notes that come through that I struggle with sometimes, whereas that they don't
No,
come through.
just straight back. And you can kind of guide us through. Cheeky little plug to the Whisky Club too,
Yeah.
because they keep gracing our table with all these bottles.
See, the nose is way more wine forward on that.
It is.
But like
Oh, sorry,
in the
on the
way
Westward,
in the way that would be more tannic.
More tannic. Oh,
Yeah, like astringent.
Yeah.
Whereas this comes across more fruity. This comes across, like, say, more. Yeah, I don't know, like tannic.
More classical wine.
Yeah,
In terms of like a.
yeah. This would remind again. I know it's completely different. I know it's not, but this would remind me more of like a port, where the fruitiness is really prominent.
Yeah.
Where that feels more like wine forward.
Gotcha.
Just realised the importing of these 3 bottles have changed
Every time.
every time. I was just looking at that. I was
this
like,
started out in Vanguard.
yeah. So Vanguard had it, and then it went to
Baronel's imported. Don't know who they are.
no idea, and then it went to Amber Beverage.
Oh shit.
I was just literally like
3 times in probably 6 years.
which is very interesting for the brand. But as long,
Shut up, Siri.
She agreed.
is that
Interesting.
EP? Are we still getting recording on that? Copy. Thank you.
Yeah, it needs that extra proof, I think, especially with the wine
Yeah.
casks. You get more of that wine front and center, as well as definitely right forward across the entire palate, and you only get a bit of that spirit underneath. Whereas in this, you get the spirit and it plays better with those sweeter notes that come from the wine cask.
Yeah.
I think they learn. That is going to be my best argument. Is like they've learnt from dropping it at 45, and they were like, maybe these casks don't need to be. Oh, yeah, okay. Do you know what? I'm not a fan.
Yeah, so that is.
I'd struggle with that because that's more classic. Because I'm not a huge red wine cask finish guy.
Yeah.
That for me is more what I would expect from a red wine. But I think again it comes from most of those that I've
telling me
tried.
outside you love Starwood.
Nah.
Nova. Like you're a Nova guy.
I'm not a Nova guy. Definitely not a Nova guy.
It's twofold guy.
Twofold guy.
To be fair, twofold is better than Nova, I would argue.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's again. I think the proof is the key to it,
Yeah.
and that's the big difference.
And that's not even being a proof for. It's like
No.
it shines
It
at a
plays
much
better.
much elevated level.
Like this is more wine forward, but you get more sourdough on the nose, and weirdly you get sourdough on the palate around in the middle of the wine notes, where you don't get that sourdough on the palate here.
That's literally it. That's the big problem for me with lower ABV or some of the releases from Westward is that the sourdough note comes through on the palate in a way that's like you've got wine sourdough and the two are not like together, they're not working together as well, whereas that for me is just kind of feels like the perfect way together.
Yeah,
and that's why it feels more fruit, pastry, pie forward, whereas that just feels like a bit more wine and sourdough separate.
Yeah. That's
It's not
interesting.
bad, but this is just a
Yeah, this
An
feels like
evolution.
it's a work in progress. That feels like they've actually
evolution.
figured out what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Comes in a nice box.
Yeah, they really do well on the packaging. Like so much info to kind of break down everything from tasting notes to like a brief of the distillery history to like everything you get on a PR release is on that box. I don't know if it's too much.
No,
But
I
it's
don't
kind
think
of
you can
a-
ever give too much information. I really don't think you can ever give too much.
Transparency is key. Like, it's such a good thing for that.
On a bottle, I think you can, but on the packaging
That's-
that comes in, I think it's fine.
That's what I was just about to like play off. It's just like that. The front of that box is good enough to display on your shelf,
Yeah.
100%. I'd keep this box.
and yeah, that's why it was in like it's just on the floor rather than me punting it halfway across the room or something I'd normally do.
This was a cool idea.
And it's a great idea, that shape tasting and like being able to sit there and go, okay, cool, this is what we're getting on the nose. Now how do we translate that onto art?
Yeah.
And I'm dumb, so I can't do that. But like watching everyone else do it in the room, that's what you laugh at.
Yeah.
I was like, I give you Starburst squirts, and you're like,
I gave you Starburst squirts. You gave me something else.
Except to say that none of them look like this.
no.
I suppose that's why he makes the wine, right? Like he knows what he's doing.
Well, no, you'd probably stick more to art. And
I would
not
love to.
wine.
I would love to try the wine.
Maybe you can buy the little bit.
Why don't we just message Seamus and see how we go about getting a bottle?
I would like to try the wine.
Done. Okay.
Yeah,
The
perfect.
Whisky Club. How do we get our hands on the wine? It's a real question. Because Miles cucked us. He did.
No,
Yeah,
no.
very good.
Yeah.
Customs.
But then he did the sherry.
Oh, he's got the boot and everything.
So good. Yeah. Australia.
Cheers, legend.
Get it up. And he made
And then,
it
yeah,
because
he
it was a
made it
fucking
sherry.
great sherry as well.
Back. Oh, crap.
You gonna play it a second time?
It probably deserves it.
Yeah.
It deserves 3 runs, but we're going to give it 2. And if we lead into it, it'll get 3rd.
Just get him saying Australia at the end of it. when
Yeah,
he, like, does it.
Australia.
Australia.
Oh,
Just get him saying that.
daddy.
So,
Starburst squirts.
yes. There you go.
yeah.
Finish off with your new
Take her through it.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we have changed the, I guess the run through. So it's very similar, but do you know what? I was like, I need my own branding because the other one was borrowed from someone else and I had 100 pages in my book. So you got 100 episodes of it. Now this is my new one, sip, shoot, or sink. It's very simple, basically the same thing. It's something, so sip, we'll start from the top, where you will sit there and you will sip that all night, be it like our classic maker's pick we got, that new style pick, and it's just like, that is something you can sit there, sip all night, and it will like progressively change, enjoy it, whatever.
Yep.
Shoot it is something you go to a bar, like be it Fireball, I got a thumbs up from the EP. What do we got? I'm trying to give another brand.
It's good to know what you shoot because you could obviously just go Fireball, please.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, 2 Fireball.
2 please.
So you got 5 fingers, I'm not 5. What's the other one? Sheepdog, like you're just going to the bar and you're shooting it, going hard. Or this is a sink-worthy pour where it is going to be like that.
You pour it down the sink?
Balcone's Brimstone. And she's going straight down the sink.
Fell.
In a trust.
Sorry, fell. Down the sink. So,
Cool.
sip, shoot, or sink. Gents, go. JC?
Sip for me. Like,
Yeah, sip for this.
um,
Definitely a sip.
Is it my favourite Westward?
It's up there.
I reckon. It's good.
No, I'll change your mind with that Belgian Ardennes because she will slap.
She's good. She's
But like, up there, I go top 3 because cash strength.
Oh,
and
cask
maybe
strength.
that.
Do you want to
They
pour
would
the
be
cask
my...
strength?
Yes. Go to the cask
Actually,
strength.
here's one I prepared earlier. Perfect. You've made room for the cask strength. And for that, we're grateful. So Westward cask strength, this is Westward in its pure unadulterated form.
Have you done a review of it yet?
Yes, I have. Can't remember what the notes were because I did it however long ago.
They all say important stuff.
Great question. Amber beverages.
Yeah.
No, think spirits. Jesus.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Okay, I'm not
4.
going to talk about it.
Oh,
I don't know if that's a
boy.
problem with the brand or it's a problem with case prices or if it's because it's all hitting the same price.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it's changed hands so many times.
That is...
Maybe they're just not selling enough to one for very long. And they're just
Yeah,
Is
good.
that-
testing the market.
That is 4 different in what I said
I'm-
was probably about 6 years.
Do we have any other Westwards lying around?
We've got the man of many over there.
Yeah, that came out this year, so Debbie said
EP, can I get a brand on that?
Just bring it over.
Oh yeah, that's
That is good though. Like, I would say
And then
that
Jason's
I'd prefer
one, yeah.
that to that. But I would say that this is still great.
That's still amber.
still in book.
Sorry.
Westward.
That's amber.
Okay.
God, look at all the Westward in this table.
Yeah, I know.
So they're the same. They're the same.
Sorry, that's going to irritate me.
Different. So they're the same. They're the same. That's different, and that's different. There's 4 different distributors. Yeah. That's weird that there's 4 different distributors.
That kind of makes me uncomfortable.
Wait, no, sorry, wait.
No,
That's
you.
it. That's
you
it.
put the
That's it.
goose.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
So they're all different.
They're the same.
Yes,
That's
all of
different.
those are different bottles.
All
No,
different.
I mean like when they change.
No, yeah.
But yeah, sip for me. For
Yeah.
the
Sip.
Tempranillo.
Yeah. Sip. Yeah, I'd buy that. I would buy that.
Definitely, yeah. So it hits at $1.95 from the Whisky Club. Killer.
Dropped today, so probably will be long gone.
2nd of December. So this will come out next Wednesday if I can hustle, not get disrupted. We'll see how we go. Sunday night editing sesh. Here we come. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
done.
Perfect. Cheers.
Well, easy, Tommy. You're showing up my. Oh,
Get it in ya.
thank you. I actually prefer that little drop.
Jason's like, oh man, peace. Peace, love, and something.
You do that.
I just took it all on my face.
Yeah, you did. Right.
Easy, Tommy. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, that's funky. You know how I say I like something at the end of that?
You
I don't know how I feel about that.
That was mixed 3.
Yeah, that's very odd. I don't think I want to do that ever again.
So,
Yeah. This is Whiskefy.
This is Whiskefy.
that's
Thank
Jack in the
you all.
Bottle.
Thank you so much
Jack,
for tuning in.
Jack in the Bottle.
Yeah. And all the bottles.
Whiskefy. This guy. There we go.
What's still there?
Yeah.
Not this guy.
No,
The
I'm
guy.
going to leave this guy in there. Or Jakob the Mad Lad.
Matter.
Done. Alright,
Done.
thank you guys so much for tuning in. Love y'all. Stay thirsty. JC, Jakob, Jez. Peace.